If you're already familiar with prompt engineering, you should already know that it's one of the most important parts for having a great performing AI voice assistant. So if you're interested in having a great performing AI voice assistant, this video is made for you. And in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to give you a bunch of different impactful tips and principles of having a great prompt for voice AIs. So stay with me and let's walk through. What's going on, everybody? Ash here from CloserX, and as I said in today's video, I'm going to give you the most important principles of having a great prompt engineered prompt, obviously, for your assistant. So without wasting any more time, let's just dive into action. And here I have a ready to use prompt for just for the sample of this video. This is for just solar industry. You can consider having it in different industries. It doesn't really matter. It's just for the sample of this video. So without wasting any more time, let's dive into it. Okay, so starting from number one, that is one of the most important parts for having a great prompt engineered script for your agent is to have a modular prompt. So instead of just starting to basically type your scripts or anything that you want right away on the text format, please don't do this way because it's not really good. And as I said, having your prompt in modular formats, as you can see right here, for example, I have the role and context. Then after that, I have the customer data references. And then after that comes the conversation flow principles. And under that, also we have natural transitions, conversation structure. You can see, then if you scroll down, we have out of scope handling, qualification process. So you can see that it's basically modular. So instead of feeding your LLM with a bunch of big text scripts or anything like that, you're feeding it with basically smaller piles of text, so it can basically consume and comprehend the whole thing better. And basically that's one of the most important things about having a modular prompt. And as you can see, we have appointment booking guidelines, which is basically a really essential and necessary module for your prompt. Most of you guys out there which are using voice AIs for booking an appointment, let me actually tell you guys that booking an appointment is really important to have it as a module right here in every kind of prompt. So keep that in mind also. And as you can see, response path and handling for out of knowledge questions. So one of the most important, which is going to be the second important principle for having a great prompt, is to cover up the out of scope handlings. So let's assume that I am the client and you're the assistant. So I'm most likely gonna be coming up with scenarios or creating scenarios in the conversation, which is nonsense to the context, or maybe I'm gonna be asking different questions that doesn't really have to do anything with the context of the call. So you should prepare your assistant with the out of context and out of scope handlings. So it basically knows what to do, so it controls the basically scenario and leads the conversation towards the right spot, right? That's one of the most important things. And also the third one is to keep in mind to make your assistant ready for objections. So as you can see, for example, here we have the frame responses with understandings for cost concerns. Briefly explain the program is designed to save money and not cost money, then refer to advisors. I hear your concern. You can see that we have provided different examples, which here we have the fourth principle of having a great prompt. In most cases, for different modules, you have to provide examples of different scripts that you want your AI assistant to come up with. So if you're a salesperson and you're actually a trained salesperson, you should already know that there are some good scripts in different scenarios. So if you already know those scripts, then you can just go ahead and use them as examples in different modules whenever it is needed. So yeah, that's counted basically also as the fourth important principle. Okay, so the next principle that I'm gonna actually show you is to basically include the call flow and the conversation structure at the first parts of the prompt. So what I mean by that is actually, for example, you can see that here we have the conversation structure. So even in the conversation structure itself, we have made the flow of the conversation to be a little bit modular. So you can see that we have the opening and the introduction, which is verify the contact. Hello, is this first name, last name? So here are the variables. And then we have told the AI to wait for response. Keep in mind that this is also one extra tip for having script-based scenarios. So whenever you're using scripts, you can also keep in mind to use such a thing, wait for responses in this two basically icons. So the AI assistant already knows that it has to wait and is not gonna basically make up anything randomly before having the client to answer. And also we can say that if not the right person, ask if they're available or if you should come with them. Also in the same icon. So in between this two icons that I don't really have any idea what do they call them. So yeah, that's just one thing you can consider having. But this one is really important. So keep in mind to use the wait for response. Type it in whenever it's needed because it's really important. You can see that after opening an introduction, we have the introduce yourself part, which is also another script. We have the reason for the call, which is basically followed by a sales script, all of it. And then we have the initial pitch and context building. And then out of that, we have the out of scope handling again. If asked questions about pricing, financing, or meaning of the no cost out of pocket program, briefly explain it and blah, blah, blah. So also that's one thing. As you guys can see, one of the other most important parts, which I think, number it as number 6, is the qualification process. So most of you out there, which are trying to book appointments on the call, should mostly have a qualification process for booking leads. So the leads are getting qualified. So it's really important to strictly and basically very detailed in a very detailed manner provide your assistant with the qualification criteria that you want your leads to pass from, basically. So you can see that in this case, in the solar industry, we are asking the clients for their monthly electricity bill. We want them to have a certain level of bill per month. We're asking for the sunlight access, if there's any shades or anything like that. We are asking for the credit score, and then after that, we are making sure that they're not in a mobile home, and yeah, basically they should be the land owner. So that's about it, about the qualification criteria. And last but not least, as I told you guys, the appointment booking guideline is really important. So based on basically what time zones you're working in, what are your open time windows, you have to come up with an appointment booking guideline. And keep in mind to refer to your qualification criteria while writing down your appointment booking guideline. As you can see, I have said only book meeting if the customer is qualified for the program. So if it's not a qualified client, then the AI is not going to let them to book an appointment. And as you can see, I mentioned okay, this tool part is not really important. You can basically ignore this part to execute this tool. But as you can see, I'm making sure that the client, actually the agent, is most of the time confirming the state or the time zone the client is based in. And then I'm making sure to provide the agent with the open window times. I'm telling the AI that the current date and time is equal to this value, which is also coming from basically the default values of the software. And then I'm telling the AI to suggest booking for today, tomorrow, or the day after. So I'm mostly gonna lead the people which are booking to book in the next 3 days at max. That's really useful. And after that, as you can see, I'm trying to tell the AI to do the confirmation of the booked appointment after the client booked successfully. So that should be about it, guys. And it's not really that weird or anything complicated. It's about these 6 or 7 different principles that you have to follow. And even if you know how to write a good prompt yourself, you can just keep in mind one of those first 3 important principles, and the rest is just gonna be as easy as just going ahead and just typing it in AI or stuff like that. And one extra tip for you guys out there is to is one really good sentence, which is use AI to prompt AI. That's really important, guys. So if you're starting out in a new industry, you can consider to head over to AI and other AI chatbot, obviously, like Claude GPT-4o or anything like that, and ask the AI to give you a really good prompt engineered prompt for another voice assistant, and then explain what you're looking for, what are the qualification criteria and everything, the appointment booking guide. But make sure to provide the AI with enough information of how you want the structure of the prompt to be in. And that's about it. So next time you're prompting an AI agent, you should have more information on how to have a better performing AI agent. So if you're interested in these kinds of videos, you can consider subscribing to our channel. And also, if you type in CloserX.Ai, just like what I'm doing right now, you should see our website, and on the top right corner you can click on this button and try it out for free. We have a 7-day free trial.
Forget chatbots.
So let me just pause this. Sorry for that. You can just use the 7-day free trial version and see how this software can fit for you. And you can basically start your own AI agency in under 8 minutes, as simple as just plugging and playing, and that's about it. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope to see you in the next one soon, and peace out for now.